Are you afraid of the dark? Are you afraid of blood? Are you afraid of the pain of space? If you have any of those, then we're already a phobia. Phobia is kind of mental fantasy, characterized of no sort of things, the situation, the craziest sense of fear. Even if the pet no want to get harmed, also can control the emotion of fear. People always in reality associate with the illnesses to keep always for the people who have the phobia. However, what should have the correct understanding for the illnesses that threat to the normal person. Then let me explain what's the phobia and the characteristics of the phobia. After the audio listen my speech, you will know more about these lessons and understand this that parent and really need to be concerned and be care. Most people are classified in the three classes and according to be the discrete and send discount more and modern disorder such the phobia is considered to be subtype of anxiety disorder. The three categories are the social phobia, specific phobia, and organophobia. What is social phobia? People with the social phobia is afraid to become things for the and other people, and they are strong to feel the be drowned by the other, begin the embrace. However, what is jungle people who is the patient? For example, they are afraid to make the new friend, they are afraid to speak, and the public speak. They made the afraid to eat or drink from the other people or communicate. They have the many areas the consider is near this, but is most important are the social experience and the cultural influence. Social experience is the promise. Negative social experience can be tried to social phobia. Cultural influence is a cultural force that have been already to success the disorder, include the social activity or children traditionally and activities on the ability for the relationship. Usually doctor used to put a space to the treat the patient. Sex is the teacher people think the different of way and the behavior and the relaxation. How people feel the relax and don't do assistive medication. This doctor also can be prescribed this method to help treat social phobia. Is most common matrix or activity medication and active patient. If you are for the single specific phobia trait such as the batters like dog when they have feeling catching and the specific lines, they have the specific phobia. A specific phobia is again the theme of the candle. Nasty disorder at also and understandable or trip the feel relaxing the explore and to be explored outside object or the substation. For or aesthetically by the traded is the exercises and the protection of the protector object of element. Specific phobia can be deeper four types. One animal types are the dog, cat, rat, spider, and the two natural element type is the higher, lighter, and the three is the institution type. It's smaller, confident, spacey, or the dark. for its blood interest type. This kind of the specific use count of children accounting in the evolution at the best all children think the specific near many hunter is so this the matter is the sense or danger. They are the ones usually 7 to 9 years old. Specific phobia can happen at any, but it's the center that's the richer the part between that's the 10 or 11, 10 or 12. The following the two, they'll be normally used the trait specific phobia. It's the behavior, CRSP, sex the CRSP a bit as just the dysfunction, emotion, maladaptive behavior, and cognitive poor sense, and the consciousness through a number of the group that's the state is the projection procedure, and the second is tap the TBC explode. It's the usually internal. The third type is organ phobia. Maybe you feel the confused when you had his name. No problem. That time you talk less. It is the same kind of the stress of SST disorder. Is while people aren't some uncomfortable area like the environment with the open the context or the phobia is the situation of the pants become excess when not harmony with her or she was then can be quoted the environment track its access maybe include open sense that's a code or drive. What's the driving the phobia? First, substance including the long time used setup and sleeping pace, such being as was the once then the organs phobia. Second, the assessment. The scholar have the expand and phobia as and assessment different temporal lost the ability to later the species presentation for the assess creates the sentence and also beer can be fatty and potentially disputing, but is measure its success for find a single fragment relief its tracking its qualitative behavior tracking explode have give the patient with the panical disorder and honest proven the last relief continually relax they have proven useful in the treatment of the argument phobia. Everyone may have the phobia, but everyone feel the level is different. However, when you feel the sensitivity, try to take different breaths and relax yourself. If you any someone is received from the phobia around you, you should try to encourage them. Give them in the comfortable environment. Don't dominate them and let them become more involved.